प्रेम रस प्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितनं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वैष्णवेभ्यो
হরে কৃষ্ণ মাতাজি, সাউন্ডটা খুব কম আসছে।
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে? Is it better now? Can everyone hear my voice? I can't see any hands of.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, it is audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gweli. Okay. So we are reading from the book Teachings of Lord Caitanya, and we are reading chapter 16. So I will continue from here, that by being favored with Krishna's causeless mercy, anyone can be elevated to the platform of Krishna consciousness. One who becomes attracted by the transcendental qualities of Krishna begins devotional service. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10.15.8, Krishna glorifies the land of Vrindavan as he addresses Balaram in this way. Dhanyayam adya dharani trinaviruddhasvat पादस्पृशो द्रुमलताः करजाभिमृष्टः नद्योद्रयः खगमृगाः सदयावलोकयेत् गोप्योऽन्तरेण भुजयोरपि यत्स्पृहा श्रीः. This land of Vrajabhumi is made glorious by the touch of your lotus feet. Lord Krishna is saying this to Balramji, Lord Balram, that Vrajbhumi has become glorious by the touch of the lotus feet of Lord Balram. Being touched by your fingers, the creepers have also become glorious. When you look on the hills, the rivers, and the lower animals, they too are all made glorious. And the gopis, being embraced by your transcendental arms, are also made glorious. The gopis glorified Vrindavan in the following words: Dear friends, all these inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, everyone, including the birds, beasts, and trees, are glorified when they see Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram singing on their flutes as they go to the pasturing ground with their friends. So we understand that anything upon which the mercy or the glance or the touch of the Supreme Lord comes upon, that thing, such a thing or such a person becomes glorious. Krishna is like a touchstone. Lord Balram, Lord Krishna, they are touchstones. Anything that touches them, it becomes glorious. Vrindavan Dham is glorious because the Supreme Lord's lotus feet has touched that land. Because Lord has selected this Vrindavan Dham as his place of appearance. Therefore, Vrindavan is glorious. Similarly, the devotees of the Lord, they are glorious because they are touched by the grace of the Supreme Lord. So anything, and the same is to be understood about the pure devotees of the Lord. Yesterday we discussed about this, that the devotees of the Lord have the same qualities as the Lord. So the Lord is glorious, and so are the pure devotees of the Lord. Anything or anyone that touches the pure devotees of the Lord, touches doesn't mean touch, to touch the person, not that touch. Touches means coming in association with a pure devotee. That person also becomes glorious just by coming in touch with the pure devotee, coming in association of the pure devotee. Even the animals, the birds, the beasts who have lower intelligence, who are not so evolved in this aspect of intelligence, even they become glorious. Even their lives become perfect because they are in the association of pure devotees. Pure devotees are always in the association of the Lord. Anybody who is in association of the Lord is always glorious. But association how? Not like Ravan and Kamsa. They were always thinking about the Lord. Kamsa was always thinking about Krishna more than we can think of Krishna. Kamsa was thinking of Krishna more than us, but in a negative way, in an envious way. Therefore, it's not favorable. Yet, he was delivered. Yet, the end result is that he could go back to the spiritual world. Then, what to speak of the devotees? They are so dear to Krishna. They are thinking of Krishna in a favorable way. Therefore, they are definitely glorious. The word Atma also means this body. The yogis who practice bodily exercises, considering the body to be the self, that I am the body, those yogis who think that they are the body, they practice various kind of exercises to control their senses, are also elevated to the transcendental service of the Lord if they associate with pure devotees. There are many people who believe the body to be the self, that I am actually the myself, the body. This is their understanding. There are many people who believe the body to be the self, and they are engaged in many fruitive activities, including bathing rituals and ordinary worldly activities. Bathing rituals means many people go for the Mahasnan during the Kumbh, uh, um, the Mahakumbh. They go for that snan because if you take snan in there, then all your pap is vanquished, and you get lot of punya, so you can enjoy because of the punya. So all that. So these are fruitive activities, including bathing rituals and ordinary worldly activities. They are engaged in all these fruitive activities. But when they come in contact with a pure devotee, they are also engaged in transcendental service of the Lord. Even such persons who have this kind of mentality, who are engaged in fruitive activities, worldly activities, and they go for fruitive activities like bathing in the holy rivers, just to ensure that all their sins are washed off, and they get lot of pious good karma, so that they can enjoy a lot in this world and then in the higher planets. But even such persons, when they come in contact with the pure devotee, even such persons who are so attached to worldly pleasures, even they get engaged in transcendental service of the Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam 1.18.12, it is stated, "O my dear Suta Goswami, we have become darkened by the sacrificial smoke of fruitive activities, but you have given us the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet." It is also stated so here that the world was so now everybody, because Kali Yuga started, so therefore everybody um, started their fruitive activities, and therefore um, uh, this statement is stated there, that my dear Suta Goswami, since there is so many fruitive activities going on, people are doing sacrificial fires, the smoke that is coming out, the purpose for which these sacrifices are done is to get fruitive results. And that smoke has darkened everything. But Suta Goswami, because he spoke about the glories of the Lord, the Supreme Lord Krishna, and therefore he has given the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet to the devotees amidst all these smoke. Therefore, the smoke is not hurting anymore. It is they are relieved of the smoke. When there is too much smoke, we start coughing. It starts choking us if there is too much smoke. But because Sri Suta Goswami, he spoke of Lord Krishna, the nectarian pastimes of Lord Krishna, the glories of Lord Krishna, because he gave the nectar of Lord Krishna's lotus feet. Therefore, everybody is saved in that situation. It is also stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 4.21.31. The waters of the Ganges flow from the tip of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And by bathing in that water, everyone, including fruitive actors and all the sages also, they can wash dirty things from the mind. So, so Mother Ganga Mai, is coming from the lotus feet of the Lord. So when someone takes bath in the waters of Mother Ganga, what happens? All the dirty things from the mind gets washed off. Even those who believe that the body is the self, even for those who believe that they are the body, who don't have the concept of the Atma, the soul, or those who are full of material desires, are also in a sense Atmaram. When they associate with the pure devotees, so somebody who is full of material desires, they are also Atmaram. What does that mean? They are in their own dhun, in their own in their own world. So they are also, in one sense, they are also Atmaram. They are in their own illusory world. But even such people, when they associate with the pure devotees of the Lord, what happens? They give up their material desires and they become perfect in the service of the Lord. The best example of this is found in the Hari Bhakti Sudhodaya 7.28, wherein Dhruva Maharaj said, Sthanabhilashi tapasi sthitoham Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam Kacham vichinvan api divya ratnam Swamin kritarthosmi varam nayache. My dear Lord, I came to worship you because I desired some land on this earth. Dhruva Maharaj is saying this. That I remember one of the, I think she's here today. No, I think she left. Not sure, can't see. Yeah, yes, the devotee is there today. I remember one devotee had told me that um, after watching the movie of Dhruva Maharaj, even I realized how in my own life, we'll read it, what Dhruva Maharaj is saying. So Dhruva Maharaj says that, my dear Lord, I came to worship you because I desired some land on this earth. But fortunately, I have attained you, who are beyond even the perception of great sages and saintly persons. I came to search out some particles of colored glass, kaanch ke tukde, but instead I found a very valuable gem like you. I am satisfied and I do not desire to ask anything of you. When Dhruva Maharaj was doing these intense austerities, as Sri Narad Muni, his spiritual master, had instructed him, Dhruva Maharaj did all these austerities to get a huge land in the material world itself. He wanted a land, a kingdom which is far, far, far more greater than his father and his great grandfathers also. And he was doing these extreme austerities and all these tapasya just so that the Lord can come and he can get his desire fulfilled by the Lord. But when the Lord comes, when Lord Vishnu comes and he says that, yes, Dhruva, I have come. Now you tell me, what is your desire? I want to fulfill your desire. I'm here to give you benediction. So that is when Dhruva Maharaj is saying this, that, my dear Lord, I came to worship you because I desired some land on this earth, but fortunately I have attained you. मुझे तो कुछ चाहिए था, some small land, but मुझे आप मिल गए, who are beyond even the perception of great sages and saintly persons. Who, matlab, the great sages and the saintly persons, they also, even after doing so many austerities and so many things, they cannot see you face to face. They cannot attain you. Even if somebody sees face to face, what is the point? Seeing somebody face to face, kya ho jayega? Even Duryodhan saw Krishna face to face. Dhritarashtra also saw Krishna face to face. Kamsa also saw Krishna face to face. Ravan saw Lord Ramchandra face to face. What happened after that? Nothing. Because they were not favorable. They were envious. So just seeing the Lord face to face is not enough. But because Dhruva Maharaj um, has accepted the instruction from the bona fide spiritual master, from Sri Narad Muni, and followed that instruction, it is because of that the Lord personally came, and at that time Dhruva Maharaj was fully favorable. He could understand that the essence, and therefore he says this, that fortunately I have attained you, who are beyond the perception of great sages and saintly persons. I came to search out some particles of colored glass. So I was remember what the devotee I was talking about. So she was telling me that yes, after watching this, um, there's a animated movie Dhruva. After watching that, she was saying that really in my life I was after some colored glass, some broken colored glass, and I was thinking that that is all in all. If I get these colored glasses, then my life will be so good. But instead, I found a very valuable gem like Krishna, because when we actually, who is that valuable gem in all of our lives? It is, have you all seen Krishna? I have not seen Krishna. Of course, we see the deities, but have we seen Krishna face to face? No. But we have seen our spiritual master face to face. That spiritual master, he is that very valuable gem. And it is, we were looking for some colored glass, but very fortunately, the Supreme Lord has sent his very dear, most dear intimate associate for us. That is the very valuable gem that we have got in our life. So we should also understand and think of this. And Dhruva Maharaj says that I am satisfied and now I do not desire to ask anything of you. And therefore, we should also take this lesson from Dhruva Maharaj, that now that we have found the gem in our life, this valuable gem in our life, we should not think that there is anything remaining. We should be satisfied, and now we should work in that direction instead of getting um, carried away with other things. Let us be satisfied. Let us understand the value, just like Dhruva Maharaj, who is so intelligent, therefore he could understand the value of what he has attained. And then after that, he never desired anything else. Still, he was given this benedictions because he had the desire. Lord Vishnu fulfilled that benediction, that now I will give you such a very big uh, kingdom which is far, far, far greater and bigger than your great grandfather as you desired, and you are going to rule in that kingdom for so many years. I think it is 36,000 years or something, but I don't remember the exact figure. So you will rule in that kingdom, and after that, you will have your own planet. So there is Dhruva Lok. So Dhruva Maharaj got an entire planet for himself, and that planet is named after him. That is how Lord is. That is how the spiritual father is. So we should never think that oh, others are getting this, other people are able to do this, but I am not able to do, because that will only bring dissatisfaction in our heart. If we want to compare, if we want to compete, then it should only be with ourselves. Compare with yourself, compare with myself. What was I few years back? I was not even doing these things that I'm able to do now. Therefore, I understand how fortunate I am. But yes, I want to be there, and therefore, let me put my efforts. Even if I fail certain days in my efforts, it's okay, because I am ultimately in this material world and these things will happen. But Krishna, Guru Maharaj, spiritual master, they see our efforts, they see our intentions. Krishna is not somewhere outside. Krishna is very much seated in our hearts also as Paramatma. Krishna is Bahir Narshinga, Hridaya Narshinga. Krishna is outside, Krishna is within and without. Krishna is everywhere, but most importantly, Krishna is also within me. Therefore, what I'm thinking, what my intentions are, what my consciousness is for doing something, that is what Krishna knows. So, therefore, it is called Krishna consciousness. Krishna knows my consciousness. It is not about how much services I'm doing or how much praise I'm getting. It is about what is the mood that I'm carrying when I'm doing a service. Am I doing it for appreciation or am I doing it for the pleasure of Krishna? Maybe I'm doing something which nobody knows. None of the devotees, they know me. Nobody knows what service I'm doing. But I'm very satisfied with some small service that I'm doing. And in that small service, I'm putting my heart and soul. When I'm doing that service, I'm completely absorbed in Krishna. I don't care whether anybody knows it about it or not. That is where Krishna comes and personally reciprocates and presents himself, that this devotee is completely absorbed in me, does not know anything other than this service, does not care about anything of the outside world, whether people know him or not, whether they are appreciating him or her or not, whether they are receiving rewards and awards and name and fame or not. But this devotee just wants to serve me and please me. That is when Krishna personally will come, and for such devotees, Krishna will stand in front of them, reciprocate with them, come and eat with them. But since we have many things going on in our mind, therefore we are somewhere not satisfied. We are all in that journey. So there is no need to get depressed. There will be ups and downs, but we should just take it that yes, this is Krishna's will. This is um, Krishna is purifying me. Not only purifying, Krishna is preparing me so that I become a mature devotee. Because when I become a mature devotee, then I will be able to become an instrument in the hands of Krishna, so that he can use me as an instrument, and I can do some services, or I can do these services better. Therefore, my focus should be to become an instrument in the hands of Krishna. So, with that, we'll pause here for today. And Krishna willing, we'll again continue reading tomorrow. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील जय पताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। श्रील
जय
प्रभुपाद जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी
जय
हरि हरि बोल।
हरि हरि
हरे
बोल
नमः माता जी की जय। हरि
जय।
बोल।
All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.